Ladies and gentlemen, happy Friday. Welcome to Finish the Story. I am your host, Keegan Ray. I'm joined here by my co-host, producer, and best friend, Mr. Trent Ludzak. How you doing?
Spooky season has arrived, apparently. It's really hit.
Is here.
We're halfway through October, but it feels like it just hit.
Yeah. Everything's covered in spider webs.
Yeah. God, you're so right.
Want them to or not, they've taken over.
They have.
Man, it creeped me out the other day. I could see them in the power lines and the wind was blowing, so I was like, man, dude, if a Euro spider just happens to fly down on top of my head while I'm walking my children.
Also, I'm pretty sure it's not Euro.
That's what I call them, those Joro spiders. I'm not Asian. Fuck
I've
that.
always heard it called Joro.
Fuck them, dude.
Or banana spiders.
Creepy.
They're terrifying.
Yeah.
Satan's invention.
If that, and I saw a video of somebody opening up one of their nests, and I can't.
Wait,
Those
what?
Big old like they opened up the web, and it was just like a bunch of spiders in there. It was one of those videos where I saw it and was like, why? Why did I fucking watch that? Now I'm looking at them and I see them all in the trees. I'm like, I just know that's like 1,000 spiders.
Yeah. Oh yeah, dude. Because I noticed them in the power lines recently too, but the way I noticed them might be scarier because I was driving.
Yeah.
If you notice spiders, if spiders are big enough in the power lines that you notice it when you're driving.
Yeah.
I was going 50 looking at spiders.
I was like, dude, this thing flies down on me. I'm going to lose it. I would have to maybe abandon the kids.
Yeah, they would be left to fend for themselves.
It would be a stop, drop, and roll situation.
They would end up being raised by spiders.
Yeah.
And then as young adults, they would fight to the death, and
like
one of them would found an empire. No, I was going with Rome.
Oh, okay. That's
Raised by spiders.
Dude, those things creep me
They're
the fuck
I
out.
hate them.
Yeah, I went to take a picture of that one I showed you on my phone. It got utterly the heebie-jeebies, dude. As soon as I got close enough, I was like, oh. Yeah, not my favorite.
Yep. They're everywhere.
Yeah, lately, I'm trying to finish Ghost. I put on some, so the girls went to bed, put them to bed. I put on some hardcore history, one about Japan.
Yeah.
I was ripping that while I was doing Ghost. That's a good combo. Because
Yeah.
Ghost, you don't really need to pay attention. You know what I mean? And especially because I'm so far in the game now that it's like...
You're just massive slaughtering people, like just groups of people.
It gets tough. It gets tough, but
Yeah.
I'm just going in. I'm shooting horses. I'm fucking everybody. Christina was watching me. She's like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
You did tell me you've been taking the total war aspect of that,
like,
where
dude,
you're like, nothing is left.
Have to go, dude.
You're like burning down buildings just because you can.
Dude, I'm hitting people with an exploding arrow that doesn't need to be hit.
You're going to start calling it Genocide Simulator real soon.
I'm just trying to speed run the game, too.
Yeah.
Ready for it to be done.
Yeah, and I've been playing the Assassin's Creed game that's Japan, which is not as good.
Yeah. Throw in some hardcore history, man.
It might help.
In the background.
But here's the thing. It's going to get different.
Yeah, I know.
As you get in. Cause
right now, I'm in the intro. That's why I put it on. Because it's
Yeah.
like we're going through the samurai years. He's explaining.
The beginning, yeah. The
That's what I
culture
love
that
about
came to it.
It's like we're going to talk about World War II, but we're in the fucking
Yeah.
1600s explaining why the culture is that way.
But then later you're going to hear about, like, why people still know the name of the small island Iwo Jima.
Yeah.
Or like there's one that the Marines are like it's really shoved into their head, and it's the reason that they have to learn to swim. Because there was one battle where the Marines got fucking destroyed because the way that they had to land required them to swim, and they were just getting mowed down in the water.
Do you think the people that funded these wars watched? Do you think they watched remotely? Because they did, like, the Revolutionary War,
World War
Civil
II, they did. I don't think they could have.
No.
I mean, how?
I've been thinking about it. I was like, I wonder. Because isn't that a weird thing? Like, in the Civil War, they just, like, hung out on a hill. Like,
And,
oof,
like,
that was
watched.
a bad decision. Just watching everybody get fucked.
It's going bad.
Yeah, you're like... I gambled wrong. My bad. Let's get out of here. Yeah, I was wondering that.
Wait, did people do that?
Yeah, they would sit up and watch. Yeah, in the beginning of the Civil War, the Northerners came out because they were like, thought it was sweet, and then the Southerners ended up winning the battle and then chasing everybody out of there. Like, you motherfuckers.
Whoa.
Yeah, imagine that. You're hanging out watching a battle, and then the tide starts turning. You're like, wow.
Are we
They are
actually safe here?
Yeah, they're getting pretty close because you know that was only rich people.
Yeah.
Had to have been
yeah.
the richest of the rich. Like having tea, like they.
The guys who had slaves.
Oh my God! Could you imagine if you were down in the dirt and like your brother just got killed and some dipshit's having tea time and you get to run up that hill and you catch somebody?
Yeah.
Oof, maroon.
It's going to get real blood meridian real fast.
God. Yeah. I wouldn't. That's a weird. I'm so interested. They keep calling it the theater of war. Man, he says like the theater of war in the Pacific. He's like the Japanese weren't in that theater. You're like, dude. Very easy to manipulate people through propaganda too.
Uh-huh.
I get it again.
It's kind of weird how easy it is.
Kind of seems to be the main theme in everything I'm reading lately. I'm like, wow, man, trauma-based mind control seems to be the secret.
Is that all content that you consume of any kind is propaganda of some form or another?
Starts to take the fun out of things.
Yeah.
It really.
No fun is allowed, Keegan. Fun is for babies.
It really is jarring, and I know I've talked about this before, but when you go back and try to watch like football, and you realize how many commercials there are, and just like they're the worst pieces of shit. You're just like, who the fuck?
Me. Yeah. I watched that. I loved it when the Kool-Aid Man would bust through.
I don't even think we have the Kool-Aid Man. It's a lot of fucking like, does your dick work? Like,
that's what it is
bro.
These days. Yeah. Dude, modern football commercials are horrible.
Great.
And YouTube starts doing this thing if you don't pay them, where they'll throw you like a 2.5 minute ad unskippable every once in a while. If that happens, I just close out of YouTube and I do something else.
Yeah, dude, they were hitting me. Now, this is what I was going to get into. So I've been stealing college football on YouTube. They'll put up a live stream, you know? But hey, YouTube does ad revenues on there where you're like, if this is an illegal stream, then what the fuck? They're getting theirs too. All right, well, we got to get ours in there.
Smart business.
Then I hate when it's a stream and it's somebody telling you about the game, like I'm blind, and somebody watching. Oh,
there's like some random person doing. But that is kind of. I mean, we could do that. Just start doing. Just
we could
sports
I
commentary.
Watched this guy for like 15 minutes. I was just like, I cannot believe this is the thing, and I was like, he's not bad at it. He's really not bad at it. Yeah, just be your own announcer. I don't understand why they don't have that, where you could just pick different groups of people. Be like Snoop Dogg and somebody else, Martha Stewart. Like,
because they pay those guys a lot of money.
Yeah, they really do. That's a talent, dude.
I mean, that's what it. Yeah, it is. Because the best one is fucking Tony Romo.
He's so good.
And then Tom Brady does it, and he's fine, but he's just trying to be Tony Romo, but not as well, like not as good.
Yeah. That would be a tough job.
And I guess now they do the thing where it's what is this? The Manning brothers do a thing, or they did for a while.
Yeah. I never liked Peyton Manning.
Nah, Peyton I liked more than Eli.
I fucking hated both of them.
Peyton,
I don't know why.
Peyton is always funny at least.
It was just one of those things where like every time he played my team, you know, you're just like, fuck Tom Brady, dude, fuck that guy. You know, like I just forever fuck him forever. I don't want to hear him on announcing fuck him forever. Same thing with Cam Newton. Fuck him forever, dude. He was our division rival. Now he dresses crazy. Like, man.
He always dressed crazy. I like him because he was the poutiest.
He walks out looking like Ghost of Tsushima. Bro. Yeah. He's got like what is that?
He's the poutiest man in football.
Man,
Who else have you seen make their own hood out of a towel and be like,
Yeah. I got sucked into a Instagram reel hole of like people showing their fit. Dude, might as well have been like a foreign culture. Like I might as well have been watching like somebody be like, "This is my day to day in Japan." Like I was so lost. I was just like, "This is crazy."
It's the same thing I wore 2 days ago. You'll notice,
I wanted,
but
to
I have
do
a
one.
different shirt underneath.
I wanted to do one where it's just like, "Yo, it's a coffee shop I went to one time. I was hungover and needed a shirt. Like these pants are on day 8."
Damn, your algorithm sucks. If that's what it's throwing you,
It was a friend of mine that posted like on their
Oh.
story. That's why I was like, "What is this?" Because that's where I really, because my algorithm's just tiny homes, gardens. It's like
oh, that's
because I'm looking at houses.
Yeah,
and
that's
so Christina's
wholesome.
sending me stuff, and then that's why I was just like a peek into. he sells shoes. So I was just like, "What?" It's insane, and it's like it's the worst fashion from like when I was a kid. It's like the worst decisions. You're like, this was bad when I was younger. It's like Jinkos were never cool, man. I can tell you from experience.
Yeah.
Let me be like a time traveler and come back to you.
But you thought they were cool for a little while, and that's really all that some companies need to stay around. Apparently,
hey man, that chain wallet and Timex watch is gay. Like, let me assure you.
you're not athletic enough for sweatbands.
Bro, you're not pulling it off. Whatever you're trying to do.
You know that your dad bought you those sweatbands for baseball, not hanging out at the mall.
Yeah. And then that's when I was like, maybe I'm just old. I think I'm old.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
correct.
I'm so.
Did you just realize that?
No, I'm just reminded every once in a while,
Yeah.
you know?
Mm.
I keep going and then I'm reminded where you're like, oh, that's not for me at all.
I go to open mics enough that it's easy to remember.
Like I was listening to music and I said out loud, like, well, he's not even on beat. He's just talking off rhythm.
Yeah.
This is upsetting.
I mean, I was playing skate yesterday with a younger guy, and I was like, I found they have like this 90s theme thing, the Elaine dance from Seinfeld, which is a very funny reference to throw into a skateboarding game. I showed it to this kid. He's like, I saw it. I just don't know what it's from. I didn't know it was like, I thought it was just a stupid 90s dance of some kind. And I was like, dude, no idea. I knew about that long before I actually watched all of Seinfeld.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Younger kids don't give a fuck.
No.
They really don't.
I mean,
They don't even care about.
but did you?
No, you know what I hated was 80s. When I was a kid, the 80s got
I
shoved down my throat.
Still hate the 80s.
Like, it was the worst. You know what I mean? They would be like, we're doing an 80s flashback. It's like, why?
80s is, everything in the 80s is only good if you're on cocaine.
Yeah.
And if you're not on cocaine, it's dog shit and you're lying to yourself. All of it. Music, movies, art. I mean,
that aesthetic is. Stranger Things, I think, was good. But it really wasn't my thing. You know what I mean? Hair metal was so fucking whack to me. Like when you're listening to like Limp Bizkit and Eminem and somebody
from the
bust
beginning,
out some
yeah.
fucking-
From the beginning, hair metal was bad.
Yeah, dude. You're like, this is fucking lame. Like somebody tries to hit you with Kiss. Like, I wanna rock and roll all night. You're like, bro, get this out of here.
God, I remember playing the
It's just
original.
one of those days. You're like, this can't compete, dude. Eminem just killed his wife. Like,
Yeah.
you're trying to hit me with fucking Kiss?
I mean, I remember playing Tony Hawk Underground 1, and Kiss was like featured in that game.
So
And that
lame.
song was on there, and when that came on, my mom heard it and was like, "Oh, I love this!" Like my mom loved.
Dude.
I didn't know that my mom was like that brand of white trash.
Yeah.
Because now, as an adult, when I meet people who are really into Kiss, I'm like, I'm gonna not hang out with you.
Oh, that's so funny. Yeah, that just to
Kiss
me
is
was
crazy.
fucking lame. Also, I had that instilled in me as a little brother that I immediately, like, if somebody liked something, my immediate was, that's gay. Like,
Yeah.
you know, because it was just everything I liked. You know, we
Yeah.
talked about it. I had Pokemon in secret. I was
Yeah.
like, dude, if he finds this Game Boy game,
Secret Pokemon.
if he finds these cards, I'm cooked.
But doesn't that make it more thrilling, Keegan?
I was just a lot of like being like watching what he liked, you know, and being
Yeah.
into whatever they were into.
Mm-hmm.
But that steered me towards ska. That steered me towards like, you know, a little bit of punk, a little MXPX. I got, you know, some good
Yeah.
shit in there. But yeah.
But also, like, you probably saw Meat Spin earlier than you should.
And also, my dad wasn't a hair metal guy. You know, my
Yeah.
dad was more like Stevie Ray Vaughan, Jimi Hendrix,
Oh,
Eric
okay.
Clapton. He played guitar.
My dad was like Beatles, Billy Joel guy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Allman Brothers. My parents went to see the Allman Brothers in Piedmont Park when they would do free concerts when they first started dating. So it was always like, that was what was being played in the house. And then you try to hit me with like Bon Jovi. I was just like, dude, no way. My dad actually, Bruce Springsteen, never was a Bruce Springsteen.
No,
guy.
same.
I'm not. Now you hit me? Dude, driving home from work at 38.
Actually, you know, my dad, his strongest music opinion is that REM is great, U2 is dog shit, and U2 just ripped off everything REM did.
REM is like what you play to go take like an AIDS test. You
My
know?
dad loves REM.
Like you're driving to the fucking clinic to get your blood work done.
Like what was the station your dad was always listening to in the car?
96 Rock.
Rock.
Yeah.
My dad was the alternatives rock station. Alternative rock or talk radio.
My dad, now this is my fondest memory of my dad. My dad had like one of those Ford F-150s that was like peach colored. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh.
But it was so like faded from the sun.
Okay.
And then it had that light brown interior. But every time you get in his car, he had a tape of Willie Nelson, the redheaded stranger.
Okay.
And that's like a concept album that tells this whole sad fucking story of this dude finding his wife cheating on him and like he has to kill her and then leave and like. But yeah, as a kid, you get in there. So now when I hear that, it came on the other day like on my Spotify and it's just like late night driving home at night.
Yeah.
It's crazy how a memory can take you over like that from a song.
Yeah.
You just like
yeah.
remember a time of like, whoa. I remember how that car smelled. The inside.
You remember when I told you about the Edmund Fitzgerald?
Yeah.
That's one of the I remember that song came on the radio one time and my dad told me about it and like we listened to it. And then I forgot about that song for 10 years. And then like 2 days before we recorded, I heard it somewhere and I was like, whoa, I forgot about
Somebody
this.
hit you on the touch tunes.
Yeah.
You're like, holy shit, are you okay?
I got hit with it, you know?
That's a very regional thing too, because after we talked about that, I looked it up.
Yeah.
Very regional.
Yeah. Great Lakes. Of course.
Man, what a tragic story.
It's crazy.
It's crazy.
I mean, you didn't know that a bridge collapsed in Minneapolis within our
I'm
lifetime?
not up on the fucking...
To be fair, before I moved here, I didn't know that 85 lit on fire one time. Twice, I think.
But see, Atlanta is so unserious that, like, I only think about the memes. Like, it was just a meme fest.
Yeah.
Like, Atlanta will tell you about every time it snowed.
Yeah,
That's a
snowpocalypse, I remember.
That's a big deal here. I mean, in '96 we had a blizzard.
I remember I used to try to make a joke about snowpocalypse because I was in the north and I hadn't lived in the south really much before, and because I was like, what I associate the south with is dudes with big trucks that want to go mudding all the time. And, like, they're the guys that'll brag about, like, my truck can make it through anything. And then it, like, snows 3 inches, and they all fell apart. Like, that's what I thought was funny about snowpocalypse.
Yeah.
But then you move to Atlanta, and you're like, oh, no, it's just people who have never driven in snow and drive Sonatas.
You know, and I didn't realize when you're, like, in other places, like up north, the roads are constantly getting worked on.
Yeah.
Like they're salting
all
that
the time.
shit, and you're like, oh, this is a different thing. Like there was parts where you're like, I can't get out of my neighborhood. Like my neighborhood's fucked.
Dude, one time I got my car towed because of a snow emergency.
What is that?
Where there are basically places where you can park and parking's fine. And then if they declare a snow emergency, if you're parked there, they'll just tow you because it's the first place that needs to get plowed. Dude, I went to sleep and it was not snowing and there was no forecast of snow. And then I woke up and there was a foot of snow on the ground and my car was towed.
Yeah, but is that better, your car being towed or your car being under like 7 feet of snow?
I can dig it out. It wouldn't be 7 feet, but I could dig it out.
Yeah.
That car, I couldn't have driven out of there, though. That's the thing, is I was stuck regardless.
Yeah, I've never really been in snow like that. I mean, when I was a kid, the blizzard. But at that point, I didn't know. Like, that was my first snow.
Yeah.
So I was just, like, all in. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Nah, snow is sick for a while. And then when it keeps happening, you're like, Jesus, man.
The thing I remember about the blizzard was we had a big snowball fight, and it was like the whole neighborhood. And then somebody, my brother, and I think it was his friend Daniel, they took the middle of a snowman, and they were like, yo, get Matt to come over here, and we're going to slam it on his head. And I was like, okay. So I'm just, thank God it's not me. Yeah. I remember as soon as they asked me, I was like, hell yes.
I'll help you assault somebody else.
For sure. Like, hey, Matt, come here. But they held it for too long, and it kind of like melted. You know what I mean? Like, it kind of got hard. Like, it melted together. So when they fucking jumped up over the truck, they smashed it. And it was like he cried. He ran home. It was a big deal. Yeah, it was like the end of the snowball fight.
Yeah. Yeah, well, it depends on what kind of snow it is.
Oh, it's that Georgia, like later in the afternoon.
It's the stuff that like packs real tight. Yeah.
And you're sitting in a truck, you're getting excited.
Dude, those things you can make snowballs that will.
You make them slushy ones. Yeah, they suck. Those are the ones where you hit a car and they stop.
Yeah. Yeah.
Immediately, you just see the brake lights. You're like, oh shit.
Dude, there's one time when I was like little where we did this game on an uncle's property where he had kind of one of those areas where it had been clear cut, like, you know, years ago. And now they're like small pine trees all over, but kind of randomly dotted.
Yeah.
Where there's inconsistent paths to get through here. And we had 2 4-wheelers and like 4 sleds, and we just got a bunch of cousins, and we tied 2 sleds in a chain behind each 4-wheeler, and we had 2 kids on each sled, and we just had snowballs loaded up, and we were just hunting through.
What are the ages?
Crazy. I mean, I was probably like 8 or 9.
That's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
So you're like the Indians, the archers on the horseback.
Yeah, but with snowballs.
Yeah. That's so fucking
And then
cool.
like the older cousins are driving the 4-wheelers, and they're like hunting each other too. Or they're really
doing little drive-bys.
like they're trying to look for they're like looking for each other in this area, and then we're in the back just whipping snowballs. Yeah,
That's so fun.
I mean, we did crazy shit with 4-wheelers, snowmobile. I mean, tie sleds to the backs and rip around.
I was in 3rd grade and it snowed, and they told us, like, they came over the intercom. We had a teacher's name was Mr. Smith. This dude did not give a fuck. Looking back, definitely smoked weed. Was going through a divorce and just gave 0 fucks, dude. Like, he would lay in in this like treehouse thing that he had in his trailer and read books like all day. Like, we just wouldn't do anything.
Yeah.
And I remember they came over the intercom and they're like, "It's too cold. We're not doing recess today. Like, everybody has to stay inside." And the whole class was like, "Oh man!" And he was like, "We're not doing that."
Yeah.
And we were the only class outside, so we're like running around. And so this teacher comes out there and she's like, "Yo, like, you cannot have these kids out here. Like, the other kids can't go." And like, we're all sitting outside, like, listening to him argue with her.
Yeah.
And I remember he's like, "All right, I'm gonna let y'all play for like 15 more minutes." And so we're all out there running around playing. And then he like balled up a snowball and he hit the lady when she was walking away. And this lady, dude,
he was just trying to be like, "Hey, loosen up."
Yeah,
Let's hang
exactly.
out.
Like, we're having fun, dude. It was like seeing your parent get in trouble.
And then he wasn't teaching.
Bro, he ended up leaving like halfway through the year, and they said it was like, I think he had something wrong with his eye, but I think also he was asked to leave. Because I remember a teacher, Miss Flynn, came in afterwards, and they gave us a standardized test, and then she gave us back our results and was like, "Holy shit, y'all are so far behind." Like, oh my God.
I've told you about Professor Hamburger before, right?
Yeah.
That guy. I mean, he got expelled from the school that he was teaching at as an undergrad the first week he got there because he was drunk and he threw a snowball at a cop. And then he got expelled, and then years and years later ended up teaching there. And I don't know if you remember this. The semester I had him, or if I told you this, was his first. I hadn't had him the previous 2 semesters at all because it was his, or the previous semester, because it was his first semester back after a forced sabbatical, after he called another teacher during a board meeting a racist piece of shit again. Yeah, Hamburger was the man. And if you brought up goats, you wouldn't have to learn anything about the plan because he would just talk about goats.
Did y'all ever like ice skate on like a lake or anything?
Yeah.
That fucking rules.
Boot hockey. You ever heard of boot hockey?
What is that?
It's when you play like hockey on a lake, but nobody has ice skates, so you're just using boots.
What?
And you like sweep off the snow, so it's ice. It's pretty crazy. It's a lot slower, but more difficult at the same
that
time.
seems like that would be the shit.
Boot
To be
hockey's
able to
fun.
Just go out and skate. Like, I've never ice skated outdoors, really.
Oh, really?
Well, I have it like Mall of Georgia, you know, on like
I mean,
fake ice or whatever the fuck it was. Not like on a lake.
Yeah.
That would be awesome.
They'll do like professional exhibition games on lakes every year, like in Minnesota.
That would be fun.
Where
to
they'll take a
watch.
lake and they'll like take an area and they'll put up the boards. They'll mount them into the ice of the lake, and then they'll smooth it out for like high level hockey. And then they'll like have just on a lake a whole fucking thing set up.
Yeah, I saw a video of a guy doing one in his backyard and like setting up the boards and like I was like, fuck a pool. That's
Dude,
so much cooler.
Up north, regular parks, like a park that has like a playground and baseball diamonds and soccer fields, they'll have hockey rinks too.
Really?
Yeah. And then it's basically just a guy will flood it in the winter and then let it freeze.
Damn. Because I'm pumped on that. Like getting the girls, I don't know why it dawned on me the other day. I was like, fuck, dude, we're going to get to like skate. We go ice skating, roller skating.
Yeah.
That shit's going to be fun.
Yeah, it's going to be fun to figure out what they like, I bet.
Yeah.
Because some of it, they're going to be like, this sucks, man.
You just, whatever you want to try. What do you think looks cool?
Yeah.
They were watching a episode of Bluey, and it was the little kid, the little sister playing drums. And she sits down at a drum set. She starts like hitting all the different drums. And she's like giggling after she does it. Bro, Ava was dying. She was jumping up and down. She was so excited.
That's going to be a problem if that gets too far.
I hope they play drums.
Dude, drums?
Yeah, they already bang on the bongos.
The most invasive.
They're loud as fuck anyway.
Yeah.
They wake up screaming.
But do you want them to be that loud when they're 14 too?
If they like it, that would be cool. I'd rather that than like an oboe.
I did play drums as a kid too.
Like an oboe? Fuck that.
Oboe, yeah.
You know what I mean? Or like a flute.
An
That's a tough violin.
instrument that doesn't sound good.
You ever heard a kid try to play violin? It's rough. I babysat a kid one time that was learning violin, and I was like, dude.
Yeah, my sister tried violin for a little
The
while.
violin, when you hit the wrong notes, it makes your skin crawl. It makes you want to just destroy it.
It's high stakes.
Like, that's a core memory I don't need my child to have. Me just snatching a violin out of their hand and smashing it and being like, okay, now we have to go to Guitar Center. I didn't drop it. Yes, you did. Who the fuck told you to get out of the car?
Yeah. Yeah, I guess all the instruments are going to be loud as hell.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I mean,
And I guess drums you can at least
I
go
would rather
electric.
that than like, I don't want to do dance.
Dance
seems-
sucks because then you
Yeah.
got to go to stuff.
It's 9 hours. They got to dress them up. I mean,
Yeah, cheerleading is bad for the same reason.
yeah. Now, if they were doing football, that would be cool. Cheerleading and football, that'd be awesome. Got the band going.
I don't know. Is that? Yeah, I guess that's probably not as grueling as the other.
Yeah,
where they go to
competition, I
like
feel
meetings.
You're in Orlando wanting to shoot yourself. Because the only people there is like cheer moms. Dude, no way. And the dads. I probably saw a bunch of weed there though. Allegedly.
You'd go through as
Kidding.
many edibles as you could
Oh
bring.
my God, dude. You showed up with gummies. Holy shit. You would turn that competition out, dude.
Yeah.
The whole place would
You
be-
would change the vibe of the room.
Yeah, everybody would just be a zonk.
It would just be a bunch of old people just having a crisis in the
Yeah,
benches.
911 would be pulling up left and right, dude. Ambulances. I'm dying. Holy shit.
Not one athlete injured.
Oh man, how scary would that be if you were 8 years old and your dad was having a panic attack on an edible? I'm having a heart attack. I'm fucking dying, dude.
Oh, no.
Why don't we look in the caves of the Grand Canyon, sir? You need to settle down.
Stephen Paddock was innocent.
You're scaring your daughter, sir. We gotta get to the bottom of it. Candace is onto some things. Sir. He's going far into conspiracies. He's quoting Tucker.
He's quoted Tucker 3 times since I've been here, sir.
Yeah. You give a guy an edible, he just starts spiraling in the stands. I mean, if you guys heard what Israel's up to, you're like, oh my God.
You're like 3 rows over. You're like, I'm gonna go to the other side. I might hang out on the opposing team bench.
Yeah.
Actually, that's the move. Is just go decimate the opposing team's bench.
Now, you know where that would be? Like at a fucking, if they were in like a play.
Ooh,
Primo.
dude. Like
I can't,
Alice in
but
Wonderland or something crazy.
You like push hard for Snoopy. But that would be like, you don't want to be that dad. I'm really trying hard. I don't want to be like the hippie dad, you know?
I don't think you have a choice, Keegan.
I do. I could go like mountain dad, like farmer dad. Because once you you get a house up in the mountains, you can kind of lean in that way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You could just be crunchy.
Yeah. You could. I mean, but that's your only real option.
Yeah, you can't. It's just,
Because I mean, Keegan, it was on this show that you discovered that you are a deadhead.
I mean, they do like a little Grateful Dead. They do. They like Allman Brothers. They like a little jam, dude. Hey, I was driving around today. Dan Carlin, you want to put him to sleep.
Oh, yeah.
I did it.
History
Yeah.
just,
I saw them eyes. I was like, ooh.
yeah. History in the mind of a child is just,
You have to hit them at the right time. Because if I hit them with a podcast and they first get in the car, they just scream over it.
oh, really? They don't like
they
it?
refuse. They
So
have
you gotta
a
like,
revolt.
you gotta like play Jerry noodling around for a
Yeah,
little while.
something. You got to give them something. You got to give. They like a lot of James Brown. They like Prince. You got to give them something to kind of ease them in. Then once you get the motion going, and then
Yeah.
start. You know, Emma's ready when she starts looking out the window like a music video, dude. She like gets her thumb.
You start playing some R&B.
Well, I'll be like looking in the rearview mirror, and I'm like, what is she thinking about? That she's just staring out the window, like, man, I miss fucking milk.
Gotta eat this
She's like, you know
bullshit
what?
real food now.
It was dank formula.
Yeah.
That's where it was at. I wonder if she dreams about like the nipple, because it was elusive. She only got it when she was super little.
I do.
Do you? Bro, somebody hit me with breast milk ice cream, and I like went to go Google it, and I was like, I like put
Wait,
my
is
phone
that
down.
a
I was
thing?
like, that will nuke my algorithm, dude.
Well, if
I was
you
like, that's the shit that we're burning the atmosphere to the ground for, like ChatGPT, dude. Is there breast milk ice cream? And we're having to burn Arizona. Dude, I saw a video of Mr. Rogers and Tupac rolling a blunt, and I was like, we're literally destroying the environment for this.
the AI videos are getting crazy.
Stephen Hawking, dude.
Louis J. Gomez has been making some crazy ones of himself.
The Stephen Hawking on the fucking half pipe is pretty good.
Great.
I'm cooked.
I forgot about that one.
I'm cooked now. I'm like, I don't believe shit I see because I'm so scared of becoming a boomer.
Yeah. Well, at least that they always have the brand name of the AI on the video.
Yeah. And I don't even know when I see the brand name. I'm like, I don't even know what that is. Dude, it creeped me out. You want to talk about Halloween spooky season. I didn't realize that they don't really know how it works.
AI?
Yeah.
Yeah, no idea.
Dude.
No idea.
I like listened to somebody explain it. I was like, wait, what? they're like, and then it's born. They're like, back up. What? What does that mean? How do you? We're fucking with stuff we don't even know what it is. That's why I think that we're ran by like a computer. It's some fucking real like Asimov behind closed doors. There's a computer they're talking to, and they have been for a long time. And nobody's really in control.
Well, when an Intel and an NVIDIA love each other very much. I was trying to figure out a way to make that actually work, but
You're like,
they find a USB adapter cable.
but yeah, I really am like, that freaked me the fuck out. I'm like, we're fucking with something we have no idea. And we're doing it for the dumbest shit. Like, for the dumbest shit possible. Like, how long can I keep eggs in the refrigerator?
Yeah. Don't think about it. That's what I do.
Yeah, I have to, though, because I'm bringing children into the world. So I'm, like, trying to kind of peer down the road of, like, what is this going to look like? And you're like, oh, my God. It feels like looking into the jungle and being like, oh, God. I'm going to be bringing, like, a 7-year-old up that might just have fucking glasses where she's looking at a screen.
All the time.
Yeah.
Yep.
You know, little Terminator babies. I don't know. I'm going to get left behind so fast.
Yeah.
You know? Unless we just peace out and just be Amish.
The glasses would be pretty sick, though. Like
So
the
sick.
AR ones.
It's going to get weird, bro. When you see that guy that just bought TikTok and CBS and everything else and Paramount, when he said we're going to surveil everybody and everybody's going to be on their best behavior, I hated. Like that took me back to like, we're standing in a single file line. Just like, dude, I don't like that. That's what he's saying out loud.
Yeah.
What do you think he's saying at dinner?
Oh, no.
He's like Luther, dude.
What is he saying at dinner? Hand me that leg of child, please. That's what he's saying at dinner.
He has some colorful words, dude. Let's
He's-
check his emails. That guy, for sure, hitting the pizza shop, bro.
That guy.
Or he's taking pictures, allegedly. I don't know. When you start owning that much stuff, you're like, how is... That's not... Right? Right? You're just like, now it's very out in the open.
Now we're just being silly about stuff.
I mean, yeah. But yeah, that's where I'm at. Is I try not to spiral out. That's why I'm going back in time. Like, Dan Carl, get me out of this. Get me out of this AI hellhole.
Let me hear a story I know the end
Yes.
of. You know?
Yes. Let me hear something. But it's also pattern recognition. But where are we going with it? Did you see the interview with Sam Altman?
No.
You have to
I
watch
told you
these
I'm not
interviews.
paying attention to it.
You have to.
No.
You have to, just
Keegan,
because
no.
it's-
I need Zins for this.
These are the people that are making all the decisions, bro. I at least want to hear what they have to say. Spoiler alert, he's obsessed with the Antichrist. Projection? No, dude. They were doing an
Yeah,
interview.
but so are my parents. So,
Oh, really?
I mean,
It's a death cult.
it's a thing they're all, you know.
Dude, they did Tribulation Trail. Did they do that where you're from? Speaking of Halloween.
Hold up. Like a
Like
haunted trail of
Of Revelation.
like a
Dude, they did it outdoors at our church. It was called Tribulation Trail, and it was the Revelation
scariest.
past the rapture. So it was all that shit that would happen on Earth, and you went through all the that's
dragons and the
demonic,
shit.
dude.
Yeah.
What the fuck is that? And they had like everybody in the youth group went. It was like it just opened with like the rapture just happened, and you're all left on Earth.
I think we might have done something like that at one
Yeah,
point.
because I was like, this can't. I mean, I haven't thought about that in a long time.
It was like when the movies were coming out.
Yeah,
the Left Behind movies.
Yeah,
Dude,
yeah,
those.
that was just fear porn,
Mhm.
big time.
Do you remember? So there was a period where there were Christian horror movies coming out. Do you remember this?
I thought you were gonna say Christian horrors. I was like, I did too go to Bible camp. Christian horror movies? What is this? The Passion of the
there
Christ?
were like a few. Okay, these are just regular ass horror movies.
Jesus can't.
The Hangman's Curse, I remember. 3 I remember.
So what is the premise? What makes it a Christian horror movie? Are you getting?
It's based
raped
on
in
like a Christian like novel, I think, for the most part. I think
like,
I think
went
they
into
were
choir practice early.
I think they were mostly based on like Christian horror books that or like thriller books that got turned into movies by like bad Christian production companies.
Yeah.
So they're just bad movies based on bad books, based on a really, really old book.
Man. Yeah, that's another thing. I mean, yeah, what am I going to tell my kids? They ask me like, what do you believe in? Because that stage is coming.
Just show them a Sam Altman video.
Yeah, I just have them sitting in my lap, and I'm like, and that is the Oklahoma City bombing. Pretty crazy, huh? I mean, would you have to think about that? Like, at what time are you gonna start telling them, like, do you tell them? Like, I don't know. What do you tell? You tell them, I don't really know.
Or
like,
you could take them to church from before they have memories.
That's creepy too.
So that they just have a lot of assumptions about the world that come from.
I'm starting to think
yeah.
that the whole hospital experience is like a trauma thing. Like circumcision might be like a trauma thing. I'm starting to think like, because I can't really find a good reason for it. You know what I mean? I'm like
the Bible.
Yeah, I don't know about that thing.
What better reason can you have than a really, really old book?
Or like baby foreskins they're selling or something. Because placentas get sold for like $50,000. That's why you can't have yours. Like people used to eat it. It's like you have to pay to have it because they make so much money selling it.
What?
Yeah.
So what, in the contract you sign with the hospital or whatever, they
you sign
get
it away. You say, hey, you can have it. And if you want to keep it, because we were like, oh, we're going to keep it. It's a whole thing that you have. It costs all kind of money and it's a big ordeal. Yeah, they want it. They make it hard for you because they're like, we're making so much money off
Just be like, you know what, Doc? I'll pull it out myself. you get the baby. I'll step in after and take it.
I saw a girl I used to work with had a home birth. Whoa. And posted pictures. Her husband looked like a ghost.
Yeah.
Dude, the only picture of him is just sitting there like, he looked like the World War II fucking shock victims,
Yeah.
like shell shocked. He was just, they like panned over to him with like a dirty baby. Just I've seen things in that baby pool.
I can never be the same.
I mean, that's crazy to do it with no drugs in your.
I will be nauseous every time I see a baby pool for the rest of my life.
I mean, that's intense, dude. There's no way.
Mm-mm.
And if anything happened, you'd be like, oh, of course. I'm an idiot.
Yeah. If anything goes wrong,
What
you're
were
like,
we thinking?
obviously.
What were we thinking? Yeah, it's like we were talking about before the show of like sneaking past a sign that says "Do not enter," and then like there's a demon. You're like, of course, that's on me. My bad.
Yeah.
Or dogs. That was always the worst when we would sneak out and cut through somebody's backyard.
Oh yeah, dogs.
Like that's on me, dude.
Look out for the minefield.
Yeah, land and shit pile and get bit. Yeah, that would suck.
Yeah, I wasn't sneaking through yards so much as riding four-wheelers irresponsibly all over the place.
Yeah, this was really before Ring cameras, so we would cut through.
Yeah.
Because the way that it was, like where we used to spend the night, because my buddy's parents took sleeping pills, was this big neighborhood that like backed up to other neighborhoods. So you could cut through the neighborhoods, and it was like, you could walk all the way down and around, and we could just cut right through here. It's before Ring cameras. I don't know if you could do it now. It's like ding dong ditching, like that's done. But,
yeah. Oh yeah.
I guess unless you just run up with like a sticky note.
Yeah.
Pow.
But it wasn't even worth the trouble back then.
I don't know. It is pretty fun though. That's harmless fun. If you hit somebody not at like 3 a.m. Like we used to hit people at 3 a.m. I'm like, dude, that would flip me the fuck out now.
Oh yeah.
But now I walk down the street with the girls every day, and as I walk down the street, it says, "Hi, you're being recorded." Hi,
I hate that.
You're being the whole street. Well, why do you have that on? Why would you not turn that off?
They don't want
What is the fucking...
The point of that is if you're gonna rob the place, it's a what is it? Fucking
Deterrent?
Deterrent, that's the word.
Yeah, right, dude. If you're going to rob the place, you already know they're going to have cameras. You're going to have a shiesty on,
Maybe.
probably.
I think most robberies are pretty spur of the moment.
Really?
Yeah.
You don't think people case out houses?
Houses now. I
That's
mean, maybe they do.
crazy.
Maybe they do now with all the
'Cause you would
cameras.
get
Maybe
shit
they're
from my
doing it.
house.
Maybe they're doing it now. But like
It'd be so bummed.
you got a bunch of money stolen because it was in your car. That doesn't happen because people are casing. It's because people who are stealing shit
Yeah.
are walking around checking every door that
Yeah.
they can find
They would be so bummed.
and waiting for something to be open.
My house would suck, dude.
Yeah.
They would be so... They'd be like, this motherfucker's broke, dude.
Slipping on children's toys. Being assaulted by Banjo.
Step on a book, bust your ass. Ooh, dude, Banjo got one of them.
Wait, one of the girls?
Yes, I was walking in the room and I heard him hiss, and then I heard Ava die laughing because she's never heard him hiss, and she was hissing back at him.
Oh.
And then she lunged, and as I was like running in, he fucking grabbed her and was going in, whole mouth going in for the head. And I fucking knocked
he
him
was
off
trying to.
Dude, he was about to light her up. It was going to be a hard case to keep him in the house.
So now she knows that.
I mean, yeah, but she's not. She didn't learn. Because he still doesn't get her with the claws. Like,
Okay.
he'll tap him, but like,
he was
hasn't,
he was about to like bite her head.
Oh, yeah, he was going to get her. What he does is he'll grab your arm, and then he lets the nails go in, so you can't pull your arm back.
I hate.
Yeah, and then he'll... But that's only if, like, you're fucking with him. But, dude,
Yeah.
I knocked him off, but I was like, that was going to be a tough one. That was
Yeah.
going to have to be like a Geneva Convention where we were going to have
Yeah.
to inspect and be like, is he allowed in the house? Was that a war crime?
There was gonna be a trial.
Yeah, it's like they're sovereign nations.
You
I'm
might have
sorry,
had to
man.
exile him to the garage full time.
Dude, I think Christina would. I think he'd be done. I think
Yeah.
he'd be out of the house or at Lil John's house.
Dude, hang him in the front yard.
But dude, probably just let him out. I don't think he could survive out there.
He'd be fine.
I don't think so.
He's a cat, and he's a big cat, dude. He will fuck up a raccoon.
I think he would be more scared. I don't know if he'd be good around cars. A raccoon?
Oh yeah.
I'd be more worried about that fox that comes around.
Banjo is a big ass cat, and cats are cats.
Think a cat could beat a fox?
Maybe. I don't know.
I don't know. Foxes just seem like they're out there just.
I mean, cats. I always grew up with indoor-outdoor cats.
Dude, he's battling these fucking lizards, and they know that he can't get outside, so they come up to the window and they like puff their neck out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm about to let him out there tomorrow. We're gonna sneak up on him.
Sneak up.
And we're gonna go around the house. Christina was like, "That's cruel." I'm like, "Why, dude? They're taunting the shit out of him.
Careful for the spiders.
They're fucking everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
How do you battle?
Me?
Because right now, where they're at, I don't really mind it.
Yeah.
They're not really where I'm walking all the time. I'm afraid if I knock the web down, they're going to make one in a worse place. You know what I mean?
Maybe. That's the thing. You just knock them down where they're in the way.
Is
and
it
you
crazy to
keep
go
doing
out there
it.
with like a flamethrower, a little homemade flamethrower?
In my opinion, no. In your neighbor's opinion, maybe.
That's what Christina said. Christina was like, "You do not need to be on the ring camera out there. Just that'd be."
It would be cool.
You think their web would go up?
I don't know.
I had no idea.
The one way to find out.
Dude, it just comes down and just you just get covered in a hot web.
Just a burning web.
Yeah, it just takes me right back to Primus at Halloween.
Yeah. We've been talking about these spiders too much.
Yeah, we did. I've been doing stretches, getting ready for the show. Christine's not thrilled about the show.
Yeah.
Yeah, her birthday's the day before.
Ah.
Yeah, I'm working. Have to. I'm too poor. I
Damn.
am too poor. Yeah, I think I'm done. I got to get a new job.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm over it.
It's. Do you wanna cite any stories
Just
for old time's sake?
It's just I think I'm out. You know what I mean? It's just not fun. time out. You know what I truly think I should do though? It's because everybody else is have a good time, Charlie. I think the only way to get back is just to show up and fully relapse, dude. I even talked to Christina. I was like, "Can I get a hall pass
on your last day?"
Oh, dude, just go in there, have about. I would only take 3 beers,
and honestly,
and I would be hammered.
You should shoot for 5.
Yeah,
because
obviously. I'm gonna put numbers.
Yeah, because then at least you're not gonna want to go back the next day. You're gonna be like, you're gonna be like,
just a hammer.
Next day you're gonna be like one day,
just
and
booing customers.
Dude, I'll show up and I'll just be your buddy the whole time.
That would be so fun. Just now I'm your fucking problem.
Yeah, yeah. You could do it. You could do it, Keegan.
I mean,
as your
so
friend,
fun.
I'll support you.
I have to come up with a Halloween costume.
I don't.
I'm working on Halloween.
You said I have to, but I don't.
Yeah, I think so.
I don't.
What? You're not going to do anything?
No, I never do. I'm an adult man.
Bro, yeah, do something. If
No,
we're
I
doing a
don't.
Halloween, we could think of something.
No, I don't.
Bro, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to bring in dog ears, and you're going to be that Muppet. That dog Muppet.
No.
What's his name?
I'm not going to wear them. I'm going to be like a dog that you try to put a hat on. I'm going to take them off
I was just thinking.
as soon as you put them on me.
That might even be better. Be like, look at him, just like a dog would. Just like he's really into character. Dogs are obnoxious, dude. The dogs in my neighborhood, this one lady's dogs are just fucking out of control.
Bad dogs are obnoxious.
It's crazy. And then she does nothing. They like run and yap the entire time, and she just stands there.
Yeah.
It's like, that's unacceptable. Like that's crazy to me.
That lady shouldn't have dogs.
And then it's, man, I'm old enough to be, I yell at people for going fast in the neighborhood now. I'm that old.
People drive. I mean,
It's crazy.
if I didn't live where I live, I would. Because people drive through here crazy fast.
It's insane. I fucking was battling a FedEx driver the other day.
Yelling at him about it.
He passed me twice, and I was like, all right, bro, that's egregious. Like, that's crazy.
Yeah.
I hit him with he's like, sorry. God damn. I have to walk against traffic because I don't trust people.
Yeah.
Like, I need to have visual contact of like, because the scariest thing is when you're walking is to see a car and be like, they definitely see me. They're definitely going to get over it.
And then you see them and they're just on their phone.
And you see them see you.
Yeah.
And they do that. You're like, oh,
They're
fuck.
like swerve over a little bit. Yeah.
I know that look. That's a bad fucking look. That look is bad.
Yeah. I don't fuck with my phone at all in the car anymore.
Nah.
Because
especially
everybody
I got
else
kids.
is. Everybody else is doing it.
Yeah.
So it's unsafe enough if everybody else is doing it and I'm not.
Yeah.
I don't need to also be on my phone.
And it's like I'm usually picking something before I drive anyway. Like I'm listening to an album, then I can just,
At this point, the cable that I have to plug my phone into my car is so small that I can't easily pick it up.
Nice. That's a good one. I also just like don't want that ticket.
No.
I don't want that ticket. Dude, I see people driving around all the time with just holding their phone. I'm like, whoa, what a throwback and not giving a fuck. That's awesome, dude. Holy shit.
Yeah.
You don't give a flying fuck.
You want that brain
I had to go
cancer.
get fucking tires today. I had a flat tire the other day. Did I tell you that?
No.
I had a flat tire, bro. Rolled up to the AutoZone, right? I had this shitty jack. I have like the one that comes with the car.
Yeah.
And I have the terrible, like, just all the worst equipment.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I go to knock on the door at the AutoZone. The guy fucking gives me that.
Oh, they're closed. What time is it?
Bro, they're closing in 5 minutes, but that wasn't even, I didn't need any. I was just going to be like, bro, do you happen to have a better tool? You got at least 15 minutes worth of shit you got to do. Just
Yeah.
let me change it. Bro, hit me with it. I'm like, I don't need it. And then wouldn't look at me.
Damn.
Then I'm out there changing the tire. 15, 20 minutes later, he comes outside, still doesn't look at me. Dude, I like
Gets
stood
in his
up.
car and leaves.
Oh, yeah, right.
Yeah.
He's the car beside me that parked over. I was like, this cocksucker. As I
Yeah.
pulled in, like, this guy parked like a dickhead. the only car in the parking lot, and it's him.
Yeah.
He had some Fast and Furious. Dude,
I get at a restaurant because you got to clean shit.
Right.
But at an AutoZone, you just have to ring stuff up.
Come on. I'm standing next to a flat tire. Like, this is your fucking world. This is your world.
You should have slashed his tire as soon as he...
Dude, I hit him with a Michael Myers. Like, I knew because he's closing the... So there's just silhouette. And
it
I'm
would
just
be
holding
funny
the
if...
tire iron.
It would be funny if you let a bunch of air out of his tires so that when he got in his car, he had to do something and then be like, well, I guess you're getting the tool anyway.
Yeah.
You mind if I use that?
The Big Lebowski. He's just got a shattered windshield. I'm standing in front of his car. This is what happens when you fuck a stranger in the ass.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, yeah, I was upset. But no, I had to go get new tires. And man, I fucking hate that experience.
Yeah. Yeah,
At
it's
least
the worst.
The guy hit me with, I walked in and he was just like, what do you need? I was like, I had a blowout. And then as soon as he started going through, I was like, nope. Like, I just need, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
save that shit for the broads. I just need a tire. And he came back and he's like, dude, you need 3 tires. Those are trash. I was like, all right, fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Didn't hit me with 4. 3 seems reasonable. I was going in with 2. Sucks, bro. Tires, it's just something I put off because I was just like, God, I just don't feel like doing it.
Yeah. That's so easy to have with car work in general.
Do what?
Like car work in general.
Dude, yes.
It's the
And you
easiest to
know
be
it's-
like, but it's driving fine.
Yeah, that's what he said. Like, your fucking lights on. I was like, mind your business, dude. Your world is the tires. Don't even look at my dashboard, bro. That's crazy.
Shut up, Shane Gillis.
Yeah, I'm like, that's crazy that you're in my dashboard like that, bro.
Yeah.
Fucking weird. He was cool, though. He was immediately saw me and was like, oh, this guy does not want to hear any of the shit I have to tell him. He's like a lineman. I was like, come on. Lineman. What?
Who cares?
What is that? What is that? What am I, Christina, dude? Fuck out of here with that shit. You're
Yeah.
not going to align it.
I told you I used to go to like a cheap, shitty place for like oil changes.
Yeah.
And then there was one time I went in there. I did the cabin filter because I was like, it's been like 3 years since I've had this car. It is
Yeah.
probably legit time to change that.
Yeah.
I went in
He sent me pictures
I
of
went in
mine.
the next time, like, a few months later because I drive a lot. So I got to change my oil more regularly.
Yeah.
I go in there. The guy tells me that needs to be changed again.
He's hitting the script, dude.
And then tells me, and then when they pull my car out around, the brakes squeak. And they're like, oh, you need new brake pads. And I looked at them and I was like, they weren't squeaking when I dropped it off. So if it's squeaking now, it's because y'all did something. And he was like, what? No, we didn't do anything. Drove off. I mean, obviously they just like sprayed something on there to make it squeak. By the time I was going through the
special.
dude, by the time I was going through the stoplight, it was not squeaking. Because it's like they just sprayed something on. So I don't go to that place anymore because it's like they're just trying to scam people.
Yeah, I wanted to go to this other place, but I pulled up and was like, I don't speak enough Spanish. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I was just like that. Because I was like, oh, this place seems... And then I'm like, I don't know, dude. Tires are going to be expensive wherever you go. They're just expensive.
Yeah.
Like, that's another thing. Anytime something with your car goes wrong, it's just like, fuck.
Yep.
Sucks.
All right, we're
do you
deep as
got?
hell. Nothing booked right now. Nope. We'll see. I gotta fucking start reaching out to people more.
Yeah.
Yep, nothing.